Hey fam, welcome back to my channel. I am finally ready to talk to you guys about New York Fashion Week. Guys, the way that New York Fashion Week content was shot, I started to edit the video and the stuff is all over the place. Like, it was a lot, and I felt like I needed to talk through the entire New York Fashion Week process. And when I say Fashion Week, I'm using that term very loosely because for me it wasn't a week, it was actually a few days. Now I'm going to take you guys with me through the journey of the events that I attended and a few of the shows. Honestly, I didn't do a lot of shows. I, in hindsight, did not put enough thought into how I planned out the New York Fashion Week events and shows. I did not do enough planning. The third day, in reflection, I knew that I did not plan things out properly. Like, there were a lot of shows that I could have attended that I did not attend. Instead, I was running after events. Like, I'm not saying that the events weren't good or that they didn't offer something that was beneficial, but there were some things that I could have done without, or could have done less of. The next one will be different. I feel like every year I do New York Fashion Week that I have a learning experience and I come back with new knowledge as well as new ways of doing the next one, like doing better for the next one. Alright, but before we get into the New York Fashion Week content, this beauty here next to me that is actually matching with my dress. This is the 30-inch Voyager suitcase with the wide handles. This is by Level 8. Guys, do not purchase a new suitcase until you've checked out Level 8 suitcases. I travel a lot. You guys know I'm always looking for the next destination or flying back to Barbados, my home country, my hometown. And my suitcases have gone through a lot. I have a suitcase that I've had for a couple years now that I cannot use the zipper piece, that the part that you hold on to right here. Both are gone. One went one time, the other one went another time. So now I actually have to hold on to the zip itself and try to zip it up. And it is beat all the way down to the dust. But when Level 8 reached out to me, it was like, how did they know? Like, how did they know that I needed the suitcase? How? When I looked at their website, I was like, oh my God, this is perfect. Perfect. I don't know if this color is still available, guys, because these I think they were like limited edition, if I'm not mistaken. Some of these colors, like this colorway, which is like yellow and black, and I think there's another color like a blue and black, if I'm not mistaken, that I think are limited editions. But I'll leave links to these for you. First off, let me come closer to you guys. So let's go through the specs of this suitcase. Now, this is the wide handle Voyager. This is the 30-inch check-in. Also comes in the 26 and 28 inches, but I wanted the larger one because I do carry a lot of stuff when I travel. A lot. So I needed the largest size. Light yet durable. It has the TSA approved safety locks. This 360-degree spinner wheels that are quiet when moving. I already tested it out and it is very quiet. You can barely hear this when it moves. It has a micro diamond finish for a refined, resilient exterior. The two compartments on the inside are wide and expansive. Like, you can hold so much in this suitcase. Not that you should, because you don't want to be overweight, like I am sometimes. But what I love mostly is the extra zipper compartments. My favorite one is the one that is for, like, if you have something that's wet. If you're like me and you are traveling, I always like to take that one last dip, whether it's in the pool or the beach. I love to try to get in my one last beach day, especially when I'm in Barbados. before I head to the airport, and I often end up with my swimsuit that's wet and I have to put it in a bag or something. In this case, this compartment is perfect. One of the things you can do if you're interested, if you are looking for 2 suitcases, you can bundle and save. So if you purchase 2, you can save $60. If you live in the USA or Canada, there's free shipping. I think it's about 3 to 6 business days. They also ship internationally, but there is more information about that type of shipping and handling. And I think you would find that, or a little bit more about that on their website. Best thing for me about the level 8 suitcases is their lifetime warranty. This warranty covers any functional damage, like suppose like how my zipper on my current suitcase is off, they will send you a new one. Anything that is going to affect the functionality of the suitcase, they will replace it. So let's say it's the wheels, maybe the handles, or the zipper, anything that will affect the functionality of this suitcase, they will replace it for you. So I love that lifetime warranty. Anything happens to your suitcase, you send it back and they will send you a brand new suitcase. I love that. I'm excited to pack this suitcase. I already put a few things inside of it. I'm always ready for the next vacation, and I'm even more excited now that I have my level 8 suitcase. Let me know if you're like me. Anytime you have something new, and this is me, anytime I have something new that I love, I cannot wait to use it, y'all. That's how I feel about this suitcase. I can't wait to use it. I need a trip soon, y'all. Guys, don't forget, level up with the level 8 suitcase. All right? I don't know. I just came up with that slogan. But it kind of makes sense, because this is definitely going to level up my travel experiences, okay? She is good. And I do have a discount code for you guys. It's going to be Gloria 10. Did I say Gloria 10? Gloria B 10. Yeah. Use the discount code. Use the affiliate link in my description box. Guys, don't go to level 8. Use my discount code, because you are telling the brand that you learned about their suitcase from me. If you go directly to their site, they don't know that. And how else am I going to keep bringing you the content if you're not supporting your sis? Like, I'm going to have to throw in the towel, y'all. I'm going to have to throw in the towel. Don't buy any other suitcase. This is the one. Okay? This is the one. Lifetime warranty. I'm gonna see you out there. We be twinning. Welcome to my New York Fashion Week vlog. If you're new, my name is Gloria, and I am an over 50 fashionista, okay? All right, I'm out here doing it, bringing you all the fashion. And New York Fashion Week was no different. My first day of New York Fashion Week was a Thursday. New York Fashion Week, I think, began the Wednesday, or maybe even the Tuesday for some people. But for me, because I work, I cannot do all of the things. I have to be very strategic about how I attend these events and shows. So my first day was that Thursday evening. I went to the Door event, or is it Doors? The Doors event, which they had like a space that was set up for up and coming designers. Those up and coming designers are doing the damn thing, y'all. So I'll show you some clips from that event. There was some finger food, there was wine, there was different cocktails, and there was a DJ, there was music. It was a vibe, and everyone was there, guys. Everyone. When I got there, I couldn't even get to the clothes. There were so many of us there. A lot of other content creators, influencers that I know, that I love, that I've not met, some that I have met. They were all there. But we had such an amazing time. There is this young lady, and I don't have her name in the top of my head right now, but she is a young black designer. She was also there. I love her pieces. She has a lot of great denim pieces. I'm going to show you in the cutaway what she wore that day, which was also one of her pieces. And I may try to pull something from her Instagram page so I can show you a little bit of what her style, her pieces look like. She is so talented. I love her pieces. And I met her last year for the first time, and then she was also at this event. So I'm going to share her name and her information on the screen for you, so you can go check her out and give her some support, guys. It's very important that we support each other. So very, it's like, it's imperative, because we need each other, guys. No one is an island out here. No one gets anywhere in this content creating, fashion, nothing that you do as an entrepreneur is successful if you're doing it alone. You need help from someone. You need help from somewhere. You need support from someone, because there's someone buying and supporting whatever business it is that you're involved in. So I wore this blue suit. This suit is exceptional. This Zara suit. I love the blue. I got so many compliments on that suit. And this is my first day of New York Fashion Week, and I'm wearing this blue suit from Zara. I paired it with my sneakers from Nike. On the inside, they have this body chain I got from on Etsy. This color is definitely the color of the season. This wine colored bag from Brameen. I thought it really went well against the blue. And I have a choice of two sunglasses. These ones are very edgy, but I also had these other very simple square ones that I purchased from Amazon. You know what? I'll take both. We took the train in to the city. I didn't drive that day. I wanted to, but it was kind of late, and sometimes the traffic can be horrendous. So when I checked the GPS to see how long it would take us to get to doors via the train versus doing driving or even an Uber, it was going to take way longer. We shaved off maybe like 30 minutes or more of time by taking the train. So we took the train out. So my friend, my good sis Sherry, and her daughter Riri, they live in Orlando. They both Sherry's Barbadian, and they come up for New York Fashion Week. This is their second time. Yes. So I always accompany them, act like a chaperone more or less, and make sure that they're good when they're here. So I met them, and then we took the train up, and we had such a fun time on the train. So it was good. I thought it was good for them to even experience taking the train to the city, to the event and whatnot.
Me and my girl
Together.
yin and yang.
Who's Yang? Oh, is that? No, that's not us.
I'm the fiery one. You're the calm one. Which one is the calm one?
I have no clue. Carrie was there as well. I was so excited to meet Carrie. She is such a phenomenal content creator, fashionista. Like, she's top tier. Okay, she is that girl. Once we left doors, we went looking for some place to eat. We ended up eating at a place called Boqueras. Anyway, it's a Spanish restaurant. They serve mostly like tapas. So we got something to eat there. I had some much needed hot tea. I needed that because I hadn't eaten well at all that day. There is such a thing as the New York Fashion Week diet, because I lost weight from just running myself ragged that 4 or 5 days that I was out there, and I lost maybe about 7 pounds. Can you believe that? I have a suit that a brand sent me that would not zip up when they first sent me it because they wanted me to wear it for New York Fashion Week. By the end of New York Fashion Week, would you believe the thing zipped up? It's crazy how much you don't like take care of yourself during New York Fashion Week because you're so busy. So yeah, we ate there. It was good. The food was good, and the staff, they were really pleasant, very helpful. Definitely eat there again. But my only thing is they don't really serve like large plates, since they just use like small servings. Like I said, they mostly serve tapas. It may not be someplace that you might be interested in if you want like a very heavy full meal. All right, so the next day, which was Friday, I have to look back at my footage to remind myself of what happened on that day. So on that day, I had the Essence Fashion House, which I always love, and I was supposed to also go to the Doors Influencer Lounge. So we had an option to do a rental, like to wear some of the pieces from the up and coming designers and return them afterwards. I think we had a couple of days to return them, but I never got there. I had my appointment scheduled, never got there. I worked most of the morning, and then in the afternoon I took off so that I could do all of the things. So we went to the Essence event. Didn't realize that Essence would take us so much of our time, and I like seeing all of my creators and fashion girlies, but listen, that was a lot. I am not usually affected by like a lot of stimulation, but I felt overly stimulated there. Like the music, they had a different venue to the one I went to previously, and just the way everything was set up, it was just a lot for me. I felt like really super overwhelmed. Every step I took, someone else was stopping me. Like there were so many people there who knew me and that I knew, that it was a lot. It was just a lot for me, guys. We couldn't leave there fasting. Like we were there but could not seem to get ourselves out of there to get to a fashion show that we had that was scheduled for, checking the time, I think it was 7, the KAH fashion show. We never got there. Essence Fashion House was just a lot, guys. And I mean, I loved seeing all the people that I had not met in person. Like my friend Brenda, she's chick in the city. She does a lot of lives with interviewing different like fashion girlies, influencers, content creators. And she interviewed me before on a live, and I really love her content. I love her, so I got to see her. Got to see a whole lot of other people. My girl, Brown Girl Beauty, NYC, Jazz, love her. Got to see her. Tashira, she was with her when I saw her, Politics and Fashion. Then I saw my other people like Amanda. I saw I'm gonna just show you the people that I saw that were there as long as I was able to film then. But I love that there were also some installations there, like different brands, jewelry brands, shoe brands, handbag brands, clothing brands. Cap Hill, she stood out to me because I met her before. I love her stuff. I love her pieces. I have yet to own some of her pieces, but I absolutely love her pieces. So many black owned brands that I love. I would like to support them all. But yeah, I met her last season, and her pieces are really phenomenal. But it was really good that they had those installations. So they had a lot of things going on. They were serving, what was it, McDonald's? They were serving McDonald's. I think I had some fries. Then they have like they had a Coca-Cola booth section. I can't remember if I got to capture content from there. But then they were giving out like these different pens. They gave out the bags. It wasn't really a goodie bag because you were just getting the bag, and then you had these pens, these pens that you could, you know, regular pens that you put on your clothing. If I could have gotten like about 20 of them, I would put them all over like a denim jacket, because I do love that idea of like putting a bunch of pins on a jacket. Oh, especially a denim jacket, it'd be such a vibe. But that is the start for me collecting some more pins. I can always find some with some really interesting like information, like words and stuff on them. I think I'm going to do that. I got too many ideas and I sometimes don't get to them, but it's a thought. and hopefully that thought would come to fruition and not just live in my head. What else? Then they had all these great speakers, but those speakers were on a different floor, and I think that's what threw me off, because the last time it was all one floor. This time you had to like move from floor to floor. You had to take an elevator, and I think that really threw me off, y'all, because I missed a lot of important speakers, because just to leave from downstairs was like I was going through a herd of wild buffaloes. And I feel bad saying that, but there were so many people, guys, and I could not walk in a straight line, and just I didn't want to be left alone, but I kind of wanted to be left alone. Yeah, it was just a lot. It was a lot to see everyone like back to back like that. I needed a moment for myself. I really did. But you know, it is what it is. So let me tell you about what I wore. Y'all already seen it. Y'all already probably seen it on Instagram, or I would have showed a little clip of it here on YouTube. That, outside of my own design, was my favorite look for New York Fashion Week. So I wore this nasty gal top. I had that top for ages. I'm saying 5-6 years. It may even be more. It's kind of like a bustier style, but it's really just a stretchy top. It has the girdle belts hanging at the bottom, makes it very edgy, that part. And then I had the exaggerated caged bustier that I got from Akira. Guys, I will link that below for you. I'm going to link, or try to link, all of what I wore or similar pieces in the description. That is my aim, so that you guys, if you are interested in anything that I wore, you can either get the exact same item or something that is really, really close. And I did some serious research to find these things, so hopefully you guys appreciate the effort. The skirt was actually a dress, and it's a very affordable dress. It's the dress by Super Down, and I bought that as a cover up for the beach, but it's so elevated. It's such an elevated piece that I said, what? I'm going to definitely get some good content from this one dress for fall, winter, and summer. It's that piece that I can see so much happening with. And because of the mesh and the crochet being very much in style right now, I'm going to kill it. I'm going to kill it, guys. And underneath that, I actually wore, as a skirt, I wore this top from Zara. It's a French top that I would have shown you guys early in the summer. It also gave like a little bit of interest. It added some interest to that look, just wearing that skirt. And though you may not have really noticed the fringe, some people did notice it, because some of the fringe was like dangling. I recreated that outfit, and I wore a different top with it recently, because I never really got a chance to shoot content in a lot of the looks that I wore. And I've got a chance to shoot content, and this is why so many content creators and fashion girlies will shoot their content ahead of the fashion week, like, or some of them I noticed were shooting early in the morning and then going to the event, because it's a lot to try to do it while you're out there trying to build connections and whatnot. I'm gonna try to do better. A lot of the things that I said I'm going to do, I'm writing them down, and I'm going to implement them in the future, because I cannot continue to do this. But yeah, I recreated the look, and this time I wore a faux leather top that I got from, I think it was H&M, and I thought that was such a vibe, and I couldn't find that leather top, or rather I didn't see that leather top when I was first planning out the look, or that would have been the one I would have worn, because I think that actually looked better than the stretchy bustier top that I got from Nasty Gal. Really love that. So I'll be linking that look as well in the description. Okay, after we left the Essence Fashion House, we were exhausted, guys. I tell you, I don't know why that place exhausted me so much, but it did. So we headed back to Brooklyn, and I think we stopped at, where did we stop? We stopped at a fast food restaurant, and I don't do fast food at all. I'm not a fast food girly, but I was so hungry. I ended up having a sandwich. What it was, it's a mushroom sandwich. Where the heck did we stop again? I'll remember and I'll put it on the screen. But yeah, that's what we had for dinner. I had a sandwich and headed home, and I don't even remember if I ate breakfast that day. And I didn't eat anything but those fries at the Essence Fashion House. So another example of the New York Fashion Week diet. Probably after dropping off, because I drove that day. I actually drove our Volvo. It's a convertible, and listen, we just had a great time driving through the city in that convertible. We were noticed, just to say, like, so many people were like, whoa, checking us out, giving us cat calls, because we were all dressed up and we're in this convertible, beautiful girls. Like, where you guys headed? So the next morning we headed to the Bravo TV experience. It was a very, very early morning for us. Got up super early. I think I picked up Sherry and them around 9. I think it was around 9 or something like that, because we needed to get to the event space at 10. Like, that's the start time. So we had breakfast there, and then they do brunch, which is a little later, and there's like all of these little different installations of like shows that happen on Bravo. The place was so beautiful, guys. It was raining, so ended up having to like walk through the rain. I had my hair tied down to try to protect it, and I wore this beautiful red dress that I got from Miu Muse. It's raining, y'all, so I have my hair tied, but it's been a marathon. Miss Riri over here. It's been a marathon. I literally just put my head down and got back up out of bed. We are out early going to an event by Bravo here in the city, and then after this I do have a brunch. So I'm dressed for brunch, sorta, kinda, but I ain't quite. I quite done put myself together. So you see my hair tied. I'm gonna take the hair tie off when I get in there, because I don't want my hair to be ruined. Oh yeah, this is it. All right, let me show you guys what I'm wearing. It's like we just left here. I have on my sneakers. I saved the heels for later, because my feet sore from last night. Actually have some beautifully crafted dresses, and they're not like super expensive. Like, they're affordable. I've been watching them for the longest, and I decided to like take the plunge and try one of their dresses. Sis, that red dress, showstopper, okay? So beautiful. I love that open back detail and the bows. That was the piece de resistance, okay? The bows down the back. So they had all these little bows going down the back, and then the very big wide bow that comes out like just below your waist. So it kind of like emphasizes your hips. It's so good. It's made from this very thick, stretchy fabric. It does have a zipper closure. It does, and it also hooks around the neck. So I wore that with this dramatic like ruby and gold necklace that I've had for a very, very long time. It has matching earrings, but I didn't want to look so matchy. and I wore like I think I had this same ear cuff in. This I've had for a very long time. I got this from Aldo's, and I think I had in my other ear cuff. I have to look back at that content to remind myself. That morning, Jay also helped me. I had a bunch of pins in my hair. Oh, I love that so much. I would love to recreate that again, because that was a vibe. So we got a bunch of hair clips, and just Jay is the one who came up with the idea of how to put them in my hair, and he put them in for me while I was putting on my makeup, because sis was rushing. Okay, but yeah, when we got there, it was raining. I had my hair tied up, but you know, everything worked out. The rain eventually slowed down. Actually, no, it rained a couple times that day, but thankfully it wasn't raining heavily when we had to like run around, because none of us had an umbrella. Go figure. But yeah, the Bravo TV experience was good. It was not a New York Fashion Week event. It was just an event that Sherry and them wanted to go to, since it was our friend Tracy's birthday. So it was basically a celebration of her birthday, and it was also because that Bravo TV experience was for a limited time, and since they were here, they thought, why not just have that experience? And it was good. We spent about 2 hours there. The food was delicious. I was starving. I think I had a chicken sandwich or something like that with some fries, and I know it's not the most healthy thing. I honestly did not eat very healthy at all for those 5 days. I was just eating whatever, anything that could sustain me, I was eating. Yeah, and they were serving like cocktails when you got there. There's a fixed price for your breakfast or your brunch or whatever, and it comes with all of these different things, like the food choices, the breakfast choices, and 1 or 2 drinks if I'm not mistaken. And if you want to have anything else, then you just have to pay the additional cost for that. So after the Bravo TV experience, I had shows that I never got to, but I also had another brunch that was planned by another content creator, another fashion girly. Her name is Asha. I'll put her Instagram handle. I love her. I met her at an event last year, and ever since we just stayed connected. She is such a great, supportive woman. I absolutely love her. I don't know how she just planned that brunch. It was a lot of us, guys. It was a lot of us. It was held at Raina, New York. I actually worked with Raina in the past. I went and I experienced what it was like to have brunch there one Saturday or Sunday. GNI. It was good. Their food is good. The restaurant is gorgeous. Gorgeous, guys. Like, there's always a photo moment there, basically. So it was the perfect place to have the brunch. Me and her, we were talking, and I asked her if she'd found a place, and I said, you should try Raina, because she and I and a few other people, we went to an event there a few weeks prior that was like women in the industry or something event. It was really, really good. My friend Selena, sincerely, she was one of the speakers on the panel. So I reminded her, listen, Rena is always, she's a woman-owned restaurant. She's like, they're always interested in working and collaborating with content creators. So that was perfect. It all worked out. I think it was like 25 of us. It was about 25 of us deep, y'all. But it was good. The girls, the ladies, I didn't know many of them. I think there were like only 2 or 3 other people there that I knew. Carrie, and 2 other ladies that I'd met at New York Fashion Week last year. And I'd only met them, and we kind of like would have supported each other from time to time, because it's really important to support each other on the platforms as well. But we don't really talk, so it was good to just meet other content creators. You ever know that you have like this opinion about people, but then when you meet them, you're like, your opinion might shift in a good way or a negative way? When I met those ladies, I had a positive feeling after I met them. Just great women overall, and I love that. I love that for us. More support, and less competition. That's just so important when it comes to content creating. To me, the content creating space has gotten very, very like compact. Like there's a lot of us now, and it might seem more competitive, but that's basically your perception. It comes from with you. There should never be a competition. We all have something unique that we're bringing to the table, so hone in on what makes you different. That's all. And do not compare. The comparison thing will drive you crazy, y'all. I know I've done it before, so I'm not pointing fingers here. It is what it is. Yeah, brunch at Rennes was fun. My favorite part was the drink that was lit. I love it. We were all so excited when we saw that drink come out, and the fire, like it was good. It was good. So thanks to Asha for planning out that brunch. Afterwards, I changed in the Reina's bathroom, and we headed to, actually I had to go meet Monroe because I needed to grab something from her. So I headed over to, and great enough, they were both in the same area. I was heading to the Mesa Margiela Times High Snobbities event, but I had to stop by Alice and Olivia, and like the line outside of Alice and Olivia was extreme, y'all. It was crazy out there in them streets, but it was good to see my girl. And then afterwards we walked over to the Maison Margiela event, and I got my photo taken quite a few times that day. Everyone loved that outfit. This was my Zara dress, the little mini dress. When I saw that dress, I knew that dress was going to do something. I didn't know how I was going to wear it, but I saw that it was going to be like a great statement piece. I wore that with this green, like what I call army green, very shimmery looking, has a very shiny fabric. This super wide legged, almost like a cargo pants, but in a more elevated way. That pants came from a small business, I think it's also black owned, called All Things Cherish. I'll put the name up on the screen for you. Exquisite pants, y'all. And as you can see, she is fabulous. I swear, so many people wanted that outfit details. So many people. Between the pins in my hair and the entire look, everything was a vibe, guys. Everything was a vibe. That was my second favorite, no, my third favorite outfit of New York Fashion Week. I mean, I have to give them all I'm gonna number them all for you guys at the end of the video. Number one to whatever number. But they all have a place in my heart, and that was, I love that. I love it. I love color, and I just really love how fun it was. It was beautiful. And I saw so many more girlies, so many more of you at the Maison Margiela event. That space, like they had like bits of the Maison Margiela pieces scattered around, and I realized I didn't capture none of it, which was not good. Distractions again. I am not good. I am so not good. I get distracted so easily. I need to do better. But lots of, you know, connecting and basically networking, and I like that. I love that a lot. There's a lot of people that I communicate with online and offline that I connected with there in person. Listen, it's so good to build up that community offline. It doesn't always have to be just about Instagram. It's just us just feeding on each other's energy and just having a really good time, and I really love that. So a lot of the girlies were there. You'll probably see videos or photos of them somewhere here as I am talking to you guys, but I can't call out every single name. I'm not going to do that. Unfortunately, that would take a lot of time. So you're gonna see that I'm gonna try to put their names on the screens as well. Some people you may recognize, some people you may not recognize, but yeah, all the girlies were there. Had a good old time. It was High Snobbity times Maison Margiela times the standard. It was a lot going on. In fact, I was featured on their page. I'll try to share that with you as well. I was myself and another girl that I just met. I don't know, we were like kindred spirits. The minute I saw her, I was like, oh my gosh, this is like my fashion sister. I love her style. I love her so much. I'm gonna show you that picture and make sure I leave her handle here as well, just in case you're an Instagram girl. Check her out and try to check out some of the other fashionistas as well. I had a full day planned on Saturday. Edge, which was the Edge was from a Japanese brand. Also had a party that we never got to. We were supposed to go to Dame's runway. We never got to. That was at 6 o'clock. There were just so many events that I was supposed to go to, especially fashion shows that I didn't get to because I was at these New York Fashion Week events. The major Margiela event, that, yeah, I stayed there way too long because I could have gotten to these other events that were starting at like 6:30, but we left there too late, and I'm the one who was driving. Yeah, I was next time someone else needs to drive because I'm clearly not responsible enough, you know. Next, let's move on to the Sunday. So on the Sunday we were supposed to go to the lab, but sis was beat all the way down because after we left the Maison Margiela event and we tried to get to the fashion show that we were supposed to go to, it was myself, Sherry, Carrie, and Riri. We were trying to get to the show, but the doors were closed and they would not let us in, so that was a bust. So we ended up looking for something to eat. We were starving, so we ate at Ramarino Italian Prime Restaurant. I love that place. It was so beautiful. It's so interesting. We were actually heading in the wrong direction. We were trying to get to another event, but it was smack dab in the middle of Times Square. Second time something like this happened. When was the first time it happened? I think it happened to us the night after Essence. Yes, after Essence Fashion House, we ended up driving to the middle of Times Square, not realizing it because Sherry was the one giving me the information, and they plugged in the GPS information, and I was like, why it feels like we're going to Midtown. And it was when I noticed that I was getting towards the lights. I was like, guys, you realize that this thing is right in the middle of Times Square? It's no way we're doing this, because first of all, I'm driving. I'm not gonna find parking. I would have to go pay for parking somewhere. It just didn't make sense. And we had just paid for parking when we were at Essence Fashion House, so it just didn't make sense to us. So we ended up driving back to Brooklyn. So now on Saturday evening, we ended up heading back to that direction for another event, and said, which was that? I think it was the Edge or something. Anyway, it was one of these other shows that we never got to. So rather than driving closer to the madness of Times Square, we turned on the first street I could turn to, and we immediately saw this restaurant. We said, you know what, let's go here. It was a perfect choice. It was a perfect choice. I had parking on the street. Everything went great. The food was phenomenal. Everything was good. So it all worked out. Ramarino is a go. Go there. I would definitely go there again. We didn't really plan to drink. At least I didn't really plan to drink because I was driving. But the server gave us each a shot before we left. I think they were just happy to have us because, you know, we brought the vibes, we brought the fashion, and I think we made the restaurant look better, if I do say so myself. Yeah, they needed some more people with our complexion there. But I think that's how it is a lot. We are the minority, people. We are the minority. So after filling our bellies, we dropped off Carrie back to her hotel, and then we headed back to Brooklyn. And that night I probably went to bed around 3 a.m. because by the time I dropped everyone off and then I got home and I took my shower and everything, it was around 2 o'clock. I had some late nights, and I did not want to get out of my bed the next morning. So you see, Sunday morning's schedule was scratched.
Oh, I like the
Like a sweet, it's limey. It's limey. But it gets sweet. First it's sour, then it's sweet.
I'm driving home. And this is strong. Let me look at it. I'm looking at my Google calendar just to remind myself of what was planned for the day. We had a lot of shows that were at the lab that we never made it to. Not one show did we make it to. That was ridiculous. When I tell you we did not plan out this New York Fashion Week good, no bueno for you guys. So then later on in the evening, after I got some rest, we got dressed and we headed to the Alexis Bitar event. That jewelry is phenomenal. And then after that we went to Negros Lebram fashion show. So we finally made it to a fashion show, guys. Finally. I worked with Mazda for the New York Fashion Week. Even though I didn't drive the Mazda, the car that they gave me every single day, I drove it for the latter part of the week. So the Saturday, the Sunday, the Monday, and then I returned the car the following Friday. So I had it for a full week, and I could have had it for even longer. I had this beautiful red Mazda CX-5 turbo car. She was everything. She drove smooth like butter, comfortable. I was not used to cars with like reverse mirror, because all of the cars that we own are older cars. Great condition, but they're older, so they don't have like a lot of the new technology. So that was quite good. It was also as SUV. We don't own an SUV, so it was also great. I realized I'm an SUV girl. I want an SUV, and it was roomy. It was just perfect for us because I was driving a convertible for the first 2 days, and you know, in order for someone to get in, the other person had to get out so that the person in the back could get in. It was just a lot. I like the vibe of the convertible, but I should have been driving that car from the first day of New York Fashion Week. Everything would have been so much easier for us, even like getting dressed and on, because we changed clothes. Sherry and them changed clothes in that convertible. I think that's car beautiful. Mwah. Chef's kiss. And I thank Mazda for partnering with me. Really loved working with them, and they want to work with me again. So I'm excited. I'm excited for future partnerships with the more car brands, because I love that. I love that for me. Yeah, so we drove up in style to the Alexis Bitar's event. Again, so many girlies were there, but the highlight for me was the jewelry, the pieces. Alexis Bitar is so freaking talented. Those pieces were different, y'all, and everyone was gifted a piece of jewelry. We had a few choices. It was a necklace, earrings, bracelet, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I ended up getting the earrings. They are beautiful, guys. Do I have them with me? Let me show you. All right, guys, so I got the earrings so you guys can see them. They place them in this little pouch. Alright, I love these. These are so unique, and I haven't worn them yet. I should put them on now. What do you think? Let's do that. They're made, actually the back and the front are attached, so this is where it goes in there. Very interesting, and we like it. I love them so much, y'all. Pretty. Let's put the other one in. So good. This this was genius the way he came up with this, because I can actually just wear this front and put a different back on, or vice versa, and just use one. But aren't they gorgeous? So many stunning pieces. It is so good. So yeah, Alexis Bitar event, I really enjoyed that. I love that he gifted us these pieces. Really appreciated that. And imagine he's giving a piece to every single person who comes through that door. That is huge. That's huge. All right, then after that, went to the Lebram fashion show. That was great. The pieces just remind me of like 70s. It just give me that whole 70s vibes, and I love it. The plaids. He started out with like blacks, but everything just gave a very, I would say, a very clean lines. Nothing that was overly dramatic, and just there's stuff that you can wear every day, and that anyone can find a piece that could work in their wardrobe. So I love that. After the Lebram show, I think we just headed back to Brooklyn. I don't think we did anything like crazy. But wait, I haven't told you about what I wore. I wore a black and white leather dress. Now the front of the dress is all leather. The way they did it, they made it look like if it was tie-dyed. That dress, ooh, sweetheart. It snatches me in at the waist. I've had that dress in my closet, I would say, for about 10 years. I've had that dress so long. I got that dress from Free People or Urban Outfit. It's so long I've had it that I can't remember where I got it from. It has an A-line bottom, which I made a little bit more exaggerated by wearing a bubble skirt underneath. And then this black bubble skirt I got from Amazon for like, I don't know, maybe $15. I don't think it was even $20. And I also added my leopard print sheer top, so I have a mock turtleneck. I just wanted to just elevate that style, make it a little bit more dramatic. And I added a black and white scarf that I also got from Amazon to my hair, because that kind of like just brought the look together. I wore these leopard print shoes by Jeffrey Campbell. Had them in my closet for, I don't know, 14 years. I had them so long, guys. When we got to the Lebram show and I got out of the car, the sole of the shoes were off, one of them. And oh, I had on a lot of like jewelry around my neck. So I have this headpiece that I always use as a choker. I think I would have shown you guys how I do that before, but just in case, I'll try to insert that video. So I wore that, and I had it tied with like a piece of leather string that I had for a long time. I don't even know where I got that leather string from. I had to use that leather string to tie the sole on, to keep it on my foot. The shoes, they did their time. It was time for them to go. But I still have the shoes, and I'm like, I love those shoes so much. I am going to take it and try to get it fixed. Maybe they'll be able to stick it back for me, because the other one is fine, and maybe I'll take both of them and have them just reinforce it. Depending on how much it costs, it may be worth it for me, because I really do love that shoe. My Sunday night was not too extreme. I think that was probably one of the easiest New York Fashion Week days for us. Not as helter-skelter as some of the others where we were running around like crazy. And when we left, we were hungry, but I think we just went home. I don't think we stopped for anything to eat. Next up was Monday. On Monday, I had to work. I didn't have any time off, so I had only planned to do evening events that day. I did have the Black Fashion Council event that I had RSVP'd for, and that was like from 10 in the morning or something like that until like 6. But I actually finished work after 6, guys. Would you believe that? After 6. I had that, and then I had the Samsung event where Monroe was one of the speakers, and I definitely wanted to go to that to show my support. But at 6 o'clock, sis was still home, y'all, working. I remember getting ready while working. Like, in between work, I started to get myself ready for the evening. So on the other event we had was the Grand Marnier Rouge showroom featuring Brandon Blackwood. I tell you, that event went different to how I envisioned it. It was so different to how I actually thought it would be. It was a party, and I was not expecting a party. So I wore my girl, her. Guys, when I got out of the car, the people all looked like, everyone, like, because there was already a line. One guy was like, oh my God, she's going in here with that dress? It was like everyone was talking about my dress. Every single person. She took over the entire evening, okay? He took over the show. Even Brandon Blackwood was like, oh my God, yes, I saw it from across the stage. It's so beautiful. And then it was good. It was a good night for this dress, even though it wasn't the best event for the dress. But the dress, she stirred up quite a bit of commotion. Brandon Blackwood is so nice. He's so nice, guys. He seems like one of the most humble people I've met. He's just like, he took photos with everyone. He gave everyone the same amount of energy and just seems so sweet. And then we had 2 Chainz performing. Man, listen, I always liked him, but now I am a true 2 Chainz fan. He brought it, y'all. Really enjoyed it. She sang every song verbatim. Like, she knew every damn song. I knew the songs, but I didn't know them like that. But it was good. The show was phenomenal. I didn't even know. People probably knew, but I don't know. I never really paid enough attention, but apparently people knew that 2 Chainz was going to be there. And that completely went over my head. I had no clue. I was clueless to that. But it was a great surprise for me to know that there was going to be this live performance. And he shut it down, had a good time. They had drinks. And I think they had some finger food. Yeah, I definitely ate some finger food there. I remember eating like a few little like sandwiches or something. And a lot of the fashion girlies were there. Everyone was there again. It was almost like the Essence Fashion House, but better. It was so good. It was so good because I wasn't overly stimulated this time. It was just a cool vibe. So I wore the dress with a pair of black boots that I've had forever. I don't even remember what brand that is, y'all. I'll have to look in that shoe and see. But I had the shoe for a very long time. I think I bought them from DSW at the time. They're so comfy. They were the perfect hint of edginess to the dress. When I styled the dress, I wore it with my leopard print shoes by Jeffrey Campbell. Really love how they came together. I also had on my red gloves, but chose to wear just one glove to the event because I wanted to be able to use my phone and whatever. The look was a vibe, guys. We had a good time. Grand Marnier showroom was to me was like just a great way to, you know, almost in the New York Fashion Week, because I had just one more day left and Sherry and Riri that was their final night because they were leaving the following afternoon. So we headed back to Brooklyn, and for the first time I think I actually got to bed before midnight. And the next morning I got up and I worked out, y'all. Taught my workout class. In fact, I taught my work class the Monday morning and the Tuesday morning. So it was New York Fashion Week, but everything else was still going on. My regular work life was going on and all that good stuff. So the next day, which was the Tuesday, I worked all day, and then I didn't work the next day, which was the Tuesday. I took the afternoon off so that I could go to the Bruce Glen showroom. Guys, it was rough. When I got there, I drove in circles trying to find a parking lot. 2 parking lots were already full because there were like movies and different things being shot in that area. So there were no parking, first of all, on the streets, and then a lot of the, obviously everyone is no parking in the parking lots. And eventually I did find one that was available after driving in circles, and it took maybe 45 minutes just to find a park. That was the hardest thing for me. That was tough. That is one of the only setbacks with driving, but I still prefer to drive because I like the idea of me being able to move at my own pace and go wherever I want to go. Uber fees will rack up, y'all. They will, especially in these New York City streets. But yeah, I ended up getting a park eventually, and then enjoyed the Bruce Glen presentation. It was, I love it. They gave me 60s mod or 60s 70s mod vibes, but in a colorful way. I really like their collection. I saw a few things that I totally need to purchase. I've not had any Bruce Glen pieces yet, but these really spoke to me. This event was at a restaurant, and one of the people who actually manages the restaurant came out and she took some photos with me because she thought that I really matched their aesthetics. So I wore this pink dress that I probably would have shown you guys in a previous video. I wore it into the Hamptons event 2 years ago. It's fully fringed, but there's the fringe that are stitched onto the top of the dress, and then the fringe that hang at the bottom. So I wore that, and to add some drama, I layered my skirt by Pinko. It's very voluminous. I got that as a set. It comes with a strapless top that has a lot of ruching, and then that goes on the outside. They're both the same color, and then it has a hint of pink underneath. Both the dress and the skirt has like pink underneath. With that look, I went with these pink bowed mules by the brand Simi. I love those shoes. Those shoes are comfy. They're dramatic. Like, they make a statement. So I actually saw Monroe again that day. Took a few photos with her. Met up with my friend Roy and Lynette, and this other young lady that I've met for the first, well, I think this was the second time I met her. I think I may have met her last year. Tia, and then one of Lynette's friends. We all sat and we had dinner afterwards. I was supposed to go to a show after this, but didn't bother to go. I mean, like, I was just so tired, guys. The show was probably be about 15 minutes away, and I think what deterred me from going was that I would have probably had to drive there and then try to figure out parking again, and I just didn't feel like dealing with the whole parking situation then. I was just completely exhausted. New York Fashion Week got the best of me, y'all. It was time for me to shut it down. So we had dinner at the restaurant there. The food was good. Honestly, I am glad that we chose to sit there and eat rather than look around. So it was perfect. It's a part of a hotel. Honestly, I don't remember the name of the hotel. I'm gonna try to see if I can get that information for you, and if I do, I'll put it on the screen. But yeah, it was good. The food was great. I got some wings that were delicious and some Brussels sprouts. I had like honey glazed Brussels sprouts. Chef's kiss, y'all. So good. So good. And then after that, I headed home. Guys, it was a good fashion week, okay? It was a good New York Fashion Week. I feel like this was my favorite in terms of the fashion and the looks. Like, everyone turned up. The people did not play, y'all. They did not play. I was gagging all the time. Like, the fashion on the streets was everything. I didn't get to do enough fashion shows, but I can tell you that the people, they turned up and they showed out. And I love it. I love it for all of us. Let's get back to the star of the show, this dress, guys. This dress took about 10 years of fabric. It's the bubble at the bottom was probably about 3 yards or more. the bow it took a lot of fabric. But this is a taffeta. I love working with taffeta because I feel like it's just the perfect fabric if you want to have body, if you want to have like a little bit of structure. It is just in it, but it still flows, so I really love it. And then I also have crinoline inside of the bubble, so it made the bottom look even fuller. So I took a lot of fabrics okay, but it was all worth it. I know sometimes it's not good to talk about your plans for whatever reason, I don't know why, but I really am looking forward to when I can put out my own collection. That's it. All right guys, let me know if you have any questions. Let me know what's your favorite look. What's your favorite look for New York Fashion Week? But for me, if I had to list out all of the looks from my favorite down, you can do the same. List them out. Let me know which was your favorite look. Day 1, day 2, day 3. I know I had 2 looks in one day, so I'll add that in as well. Which were your favorite looks? I'm gonna put them up on the screen and number them, and you tell me which was your, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Let me know which was your favorite 3 looks, okay? Whether it's 1, 2, 3, 6, 3, 4, whatever. Just let me know which of them were your favorite 3. Let's see if we all like the same thing. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. I have to go with my dress is number 1, because it's my design. I mean, like, why would I choose another, right? For number 2, I'm going with that all black look, the one with the mesh skirt and the super exaggerated caged bustier belt. Then number 3 is going to be the pink top, the pink dress that I wear as a top with the green pants. Number 4 is going to be the red dress, because I absolutely love that red dress, brand new muse. Number 5 will, I swear this person has gone back and forth. It's like they're using this street as their test. The struggles. Where was I? I think it was at number 5, right? Lost my train of thoughts. This is crazy. Then next is, sorry guys, next would be the black and white dress, even though I really like that a lot. I don't know if it was it was, I don't know, they all were good, but that black and white one was also exquisite. And then last, even though it was not the least, would be the pink dress with the fringe and the blue skirt from Pinko over. I had a brand that sent me a suit that they wanted me to wear. I would have mentioned it, that I couldn't fit, but I was fitting it afterwards. I'll insert what that looked like. Actually, they sent me the all black suit that you guys would have seen before, the skirt with the huge black sequins and the black top with the balloon sleeves. I'll insert the video of that here. They sent me that set, and now they wanted me to wear their suit, which is kind of like a plaidish looking suit in these greens and pinks and browns and yellows. Beautiful suit, but it was too tight. It's still too tight, even though I was able to zip it up. Wear it as separates, or you can wear it as the suit. My phone is ringing. 1 second. I hope you enjoyed this New York Fashion Week recap. I know it was a whirlwind for me. I was just doing the absolute most, so I didn't really get to talk with you guys like on camera. It's hard, y'all. It's hard to do all the things and be present, so I felt like this was the best way for me to actually make it make sense, you know. I hope that there's something about me, something about this video that resonates with you, that will make you come back. Thanks for all of my day ones, all of you who always click on my face. Every time you see a new video from me, you click on it, you like it, you comment, you let me know that you're there, you let me know that you appreciate all that I'm doing, and it really encourages me. It encourages me to bring more when I see my comments, when I see the likes. Like, I never really have a goal in mind as to how many likes or how many comments I want on a video, but I think I need to start doing that. All right, I feel like I need to start doing that. So on this video, all right, on this New York Fashion Week video, I would love to have at least 10,000 views. I don't get that. I've gotten it, but not often. And as for likes, I would like to have at least 800 likes. For the amount of people who watch my videos, I don't understand why I'm not getting more likes. Like, you're just watching, but you're not liking. It don't cost you anything. You're just showing me that you appreciate me. I'm assuming you do. Don't make me beg, y'all. I love you all so, so much. Until next time, take care.
Thought I would've moved on, but somehow the feeling still